Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Ankerstar Wealth Morning Show. I'm your host, Steve Ankerstar, and today we're going to be talking about what went on in the market yesterday, which is really the confluence, if I'm using that correctly, of three things, which is we got a decent print in inflation showing that it's breaking ever so slightly. That by itself wasn't enough to, to quite lead the market higher, but also there are signs that China is loosening a little bit, stepping back from their zero COVID policy. You know that their whole economy has basically still been shut down for COVID. So kind of the communist thing to do, if you will. We went through that for a few months and then went right back out of it. But they're still in that zero COVID policy that's starting to ease. And then the last one is there's actually signs of a little bit of a Russia retreat over in the Russia-Ukraine situation and potential for some talks. So a lot of good news. It all hit on one day, up 7% in the NASDAQ, several percent in the Dow as well as the S&P 500. Excuse me. And, overall an exciting day, largely retraced, what's been going on here for the whole year, right, of a sell-off. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before we begin, as a reminder, it's a financial education presentation. It should not be construed as personal financial advice. Full disclaimer information is available at ankerstarwealth.com. All right, excuse me. Let's take a look real quick at the move where the NASDAQ is, right? Markets are split today, but let's go into a 3-month kind of shot. You can see the move there yesterday retraced all the way back to where we were at the end of September, right? So, healthy move up, 7% in the day. When I talk to folks about I'd rather be earlier than late, that's why this is, right? Because you don't know when this is coming. Excuse me. Don't know when this is coming, but when it happens fast. So you see the move here today. So that's where I'd rather be earlier than late, because I know a year from now the markets are going to be higher. I don't know that. I highly anticipate that, I guess, is the best way to say it. So if I highly anticipate that, then why not invest now? So a lot of you I've taken that were risk off. I put some risk back on. If you're a diehard cash type person, you're because we have to wait and see. But if you're not, you went back risk on a little bit yesterday in some of your accounts. You might have seen that in your trade confirmations. Is the bottom in? Well, I think the bottom of this area that's bounced 3 times down here at the 1031 level with the NASDAQ is in. I don't think we revisit 7% lower from here, but I'm under no illusion that it's just going to scream higher. So whenever you have a big move like yesterday, you do have to wait and see if it holds, right? It's not a time just to go, okay, it's not the all clear signal that some folks are looking for. It's just a bunch of data points going together at one time to be able for the market to go higher. So that's the NASDAQ. Again, the others were up as well, but the NASDAQ was down so much. That's why I tend to throw that out there. Okay, so let's talk about the specifics. So yeah, 3 moves all happened at the same time. We got our print yesterday from the inflation, the numbers trending better. So what are the Federal Reserve chiefs saying today? They are still saying, at least the few that went on air this morning, that they would rather err to the side of tightening too much than too little. So to them, this may or may not lead to a change in the next rate hike. Pretty sure we're going to have a rate hike, but it was going to be 50 basis points, kind of as everyone had hoped that we would start the tapering. Or is it going to be stay with the 75 basis point policy? That we just don't know. As far as China, there's still quarantines. You can see it in the middle. However, if they start to open up, and you saw the China stocks scream higher yesterday, then that's going to help carry a lot of the things that are intertwined, tech funds, things, carry those higher as well. And then the last one with the talk of negotiations, Ukraine, that's just talk. We don't know how that's going to play out. Still really an unknown there. But you see our Carl Icahn saying he believes we're still in a bear market. Well, yeah, we're in a bear market until we hit new highs. So we're going to be in bear market for a while. But right now, this is the wait and see. To kind of summarize it all, great news. We had the big pop yesterday. It says, is it exciting? Yes. Am I ready to go back risk on? I think the risk reward, I think now we've put a floor in. So we're not going to continue past down where we were. but I don't know that it's going to scream higher anytime soon. But I'm certainly happy to add risk back here, but it's not the all clear signal that everyone is hoping for, right? So that's it. Thank you everyone for your questions. Please submit your questions through comment or social media directly or to our email at vipservices@ankerstarwealth.com. That's all we have for today's show. I'm Steve Ankerstar, and we will see you back here tomorrow or Monday is when we'll see you back.